It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Lock in. You see it? Hey, 18, 18, 18. 18, 18. 18, 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Here's Smith. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis. And then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting the Adrian Peterson that defenses fear. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They give it to Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, on. Orange. Orange. Double.
On 2nd down, Peterson. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson taking it in. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017, now they'll have at least one home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a big turnaround. And I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach. And it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017. Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
18, 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Smith now to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Smith. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Reds up. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. We're go, let's go. 18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Breaks a tackle. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charles?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Cole Richardson, 35 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as a really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, How does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Smith now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And off comes to Peterson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To throw is Smith.
Some good, strong running.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend, Jennifer. So not only so...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Reds up.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, That really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and get himself a big...
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
15.
Now Smith. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
35. Watch number 86. Watch 86. Check. Lucky. Slam. 12. Check. Liz. 15, yeah. Orange.
From the gun, here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Kyle Fuller there defensively. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. first and 10. Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll come out in the pistol. To the air again, Smith. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack. Yeah. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Smith. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. On 4th down, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 59 yards. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find some.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Finding Gabriel complete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Smith now, operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 76 yards. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football and give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Bears on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Airing one out for Crowder. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 51 yards. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Chicago first down, the former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. On first down, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That is right. 4 down. Check.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. You've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing is Smith. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith looking deep downfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Airing one, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, Smith. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise,
he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.